Jubilee is not bad. Don't believe the propaganda. I think most people just haven't figured out how to properly play her yet. Because when I first started playing Jubilee, I was playing her kind of like a Luna Snow type, where you just sit back and heal your teammates like this. And maybe if they're getting a little bit too low, you throw out the bubble as like a support tool, right? To augment your healing. But that's actually the opposite of what you want to do. Your primary fire, I think, is the support tool, and the bubble is the main healing tool. So instead of just sitting back and doing this, I think what you want to do is you drop bubble and then focus on boosting it up as high as possible. And that's how you get the huge healing numbers with her. Because what I've found in my games is I have big healing numbers on this hero. And instead of kind of just leaving it, you want to play her kind of like Ultron. Because with Ultron, you basically move his drones around to whoever needs it. Like, let's say this is your front line, they're getting low, you put the drone on them. That's your flank DPS, they're getting low, you put the drone on them. Now, you're with your back line, they're taking a little too much damage, maybe they're getting dove on, you move the drone over here. And that's basically what you want to do with Jubilee's bubble.
Screw the light. I'm giving into
Because when you retrieve it, it refreshes some of the cooldown. So it's on a very low cooldown, and you can have very high upkeep on the bubbles. And you actually want to use, I think, the Hood team up over the Blade team up, because it supports the bubble boosting playstyle a lot better. Because it gives you a huge attack speed boost. So in practice, you'd see it like this. You pop it, pop your shift, and then boom, instantly. Instantly you get the full shield. And then if your teammates are taking too much damage or they're grouping close to them, you pop it, like the enemies are getting close, you pop it, and now they have boosted healing. You have to play around the bubbles and your passive. And that also blinds the enemy team. And when you pop your ignite as well, you get this thing. And this thing turns you into a DPS support, because you can absolutely melt people with it. Like, I've shot at Devil Dinos with that boosted up primary fire, and it absolutely melts Devil Dino. So that's basically what you want to do with her. You summon bubble, put it where you need to, retrieve it, put it somewhere else. And then make use of this window to do a lot of DPS.
That's 3 for me.
If I were to put her in a tier list, I would not put her in S tier, but I think I'd put her around top of B tier to A tier, because her weaknesses are that she doesn't have a lot of escape abilities. She only really has this jump here, which she can do twice, 2 or 3 times. But she doesn't have any like fast, reliable escape tools like Gambit Dash or Invisible Woman Double Jump and Push. So she can be kind of vulnerable to divers, because the only thing you can really do is drop bubble down, boost it up, and then try to kill them.
Let the sparks fly.
And she doesn't have any CC either. That's why I don't think she's like a top tier, top of the line support. But she is not bad. She's very good. And she can dish out a whole lot of healing. Oh, and the other thing is with flyers on your team. So I might not just be controlling the bubbles that well, but sometimes if your flyers are flying too close to the bubble around your ground teammates, it'll follow the flyer, leaving your ground teammates somewhat exposed, since they're not going to get the bubble healing. So I don't know how she's going to work in flying comps. Maybe there's like a way to position the bubbles better so it's not getting dragged away by the flyers on your team. But I'll have to experiment a little bit more with this character to figure that out. So yeah, this is basically the gameplay loop. You get this, boost it up. When you don't need it anymore, retrieve it, put it somewhere else. If you want the damage boost or you need extra healing, you pop it and you melt people.
That's 3.
I also have to experiment a little bit more with her ult, but it is like a very aggressive ult because You give the healing to your team, and you get access to this,
Double
to
kill.
the high damage primary fire. I still have to experiment a bit with how useful this push and pull can be. Whether you really want to do that or not, or if you just want to keep it wide to get your team in the healing ult. I'll have to try that a bit more.
Kill. Dude, that was it.
But yeah, I think that's basically it for what I've learned on Jubilee so far. So very good, very fun hero. Not bad at all. She has obvious weaknesses and obvious strengths. I think
What's up,
you,
bad guys?
the Jubilee player, and your teammates just have to get used to playing around her. Like how people had to kind of get used to playing around Ultron when he first came out.